Our coverage continues now with CBS 2's Tim McNicholas. Earlier, the Department of Buildings acting commissioner was under the impression that there were no active violations regarding that parking garage. But Tim, you did some digging and you found out that that's not the case.
Yeah, Maurice and Christine, right around me you can see firefighters and police officers, but somewhere on this property around here, the Department of Buildings is also investigating, which is crucial. And the department has now confirmed to us that there are 4 open violations at this property. We also found several other violations over the years. Now, many of those were listed as resolved. Many of them were minor, but I have selected a few violations that are worth noting here. I want to go over these. Let's start with one from 2009. This is still listed as open. Part of the description of that violation says, quote, loose pieces of concrete in danger of falling at various locations. Another violation from 2009 listed as resolved notes a failure to maintain exterior building walls. Again, that one is listed as resolved. Finally, there's a violation at this address in 2003 that notes hazardous conditions on the first floor ceiling, as well as missing or defective concrete in at least one part of the building. Now, that one is also still listed as open, that one from 2003. The city says they are still investigating the building's history here, and the Department of Buildings says it is still too early to tell whether any of those violations had anything to do with the collapse today. Live in Lower Manhattan, Tim McNicholas, CBS 2 News.
And that's a really important point, Tim. We just don't know at this point. That is something to discover and to investigate as we certainly go forward. Right now, we are getting more pictures from the scene of the collapse as we give you these images. Let's see, this one right here, I believe, was posted by Mayor Adams on Twitter. It's a close-up view inside the garage. You can see the damage there. And then this one, a look from above in a nearby apartment building. You can see all that damage and debris, the crushed vehicles coming down. Just some of the imagery we've been watching all afternoon.
Yeah, and I'm assuming the image that the mayor posted on Twitter was likely from one of the drones that was flown into the building, or either from the FDNY robotic dog that was sent in this search for more people that may have been trapped inside. But we're going to continue to follow developments here throughout the evening, as we have for several hours here this afternoon. That has now bled into our broadcast here on streaming into the evening. Do stay with CBS 2 News for continuing coverage of this garage collapse.
And we, of course, will have the very latest for you at cbsnewyork.com, and a complete wrap-up on CBS 2 News tonight at 11 o'clock. Have a good evening.